Richard, you wrote a great article this week about how the federal debt is soaring. And, I remember past presidential elections. This is more of the Clinton and Bush years and Obama years where this was actually a debate issue, a talking point.
Yeah.
And no one talks about it anymore because we've just seems like both parties have thrown up their hands and don't pretend that it's that they can fix it or something. How bad is our national debt crisis?
I mean, the big problem is we don't know how bad it is. We're at a point now. Let me just give you some numbers and then we'll talk about how bad it is. We're at a point where the budget deficit, the annual gap between revenue and spending is 1.9 trillion or so, which is 6% of GDP. That's pretty big historically. The debt itself, the publicly held debt, is about 100% of GDP, basically like World War II levels. And so if you would ask, a bunch of experts 10, 15, 20 years ago, what would happen if we were, running 6% deficit and that was 100% of GDP? People would be like, this is really bad. It would be kept like all the, interest rate spikes and slow growth and whatever. But that hasn't really happened. And so I think one of the challenges is for people to try and think about, like, when is it actually causing problems for Americans, and when are people kind of feeling and end up better off because they're getting government every day on a discount.
Well, and right now you have both campaigns acting like they have monopoly money. I'm not going to tax tips. We're not going to do anything with Social. I mean, both sides. We're not doing anything with Social Security. Much as Kamal likes to say Trump's going to do something with Social Security, he's not. He has no desire to do anything. I mean, it's monopoly money. They act like it's not real.